Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on our main account. We are pushing chapter 31 already at this point. 31-4 requires 2 teams. So it increasingly gets more difficult as you add more teams. So we're going to go ahead and clear everybody out. Team combinations we kind of came up with was running Rowan with Tassie. So we have double CC, we have support, Sophia, Iran, which is a combination that I absolutely love with Aziz. Aziz will actually help us cycle quicker through our ults with our energy regen, as well as canceling the enemy ults. For the second team here, I'm going to go with Arthur, and of course we're going to go with Gwen. Gwen and Arthur go together absolutely perfectly, so we'll put these two together, and I'm thinking Rose and Pharrell, just because we want to supercharge some of the damage that we have here. So we'll go ahead, we'll drop Rose in here. And Pharrell is going to be providing the CC for this, or the crowd control. That way we can make this work. And I'm going with Nakaruru. I absolutely love Nakaruru. If you haven't seen her video, this is the team that we're going to go with. Nakaruru versus Brutus. Perfect at stuns, perfect at interrupts, which is what we want. As you can see here, Iran's Tornado just absolutely just crazy bursts right through there. And also with the energy cycle with Rowan and Iran, plus Aziz, we get that easily down. Look at the stuns on Nakaruru right in the bottom. Absolutely destroying Brutus. There's the shield. Takes out his defensive shield. Nakaruru absolutely dominated Brutus on that one, which is the reason that I absolutely love her. She is a hero that is very highly sought after to complete that stage. Let's look at the damage here. So the first team is really comprised of Sophia and of Iran, which is our primary damage. And then the second one is Nakaruru. So the first one, Iran 42 million, 18 million from Sophia. Remember, Sophia is supercharging Iran's damage. Second one, of course, is Nakaruru at 20 million, Pharrell at 24 million damage. So overall, doing a lot to get through that stage. On 31-5, these actually go back to single teams at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with my Wilder team because I love the synergy that it has, which of course, again, is Rowan, Tassie, Iran with Aziz, which really increases our attack speed, and then Sophia, which is the buff. So when you look at this team comp again, Sophia does 2 things. One, she provides a static disruption, as you can see right there. So the heroes that Iran is pulling into the middle go ahead and get a reduction, as well as Iran gets more damage, which is always a perfect scenario. She does have stuns, and she has the falling stun ability, her ultimate ability to do a ton of damage. 53 million, 31, almost 32 million there from Sophia. So again, we are going to continue with this team, 31-6 at this point. Pull everybody right into the static disruption. Even though Iran got banished on that one, we were perfectly fine because of the damage mitigation that she's bringing. Plus, with Aziz canceling out ults, very powerful. He is a priority by far. Super strong tank, 33 million, 32 million there, 14 million from Tassie, doing a lot of damage. Aziz has a couple things. One is his damage reduction. So when he uses his ult, he reduces the damage that heroes are doing, similar to Sophia with her static field ability. Not only canceling ults, he does an energy regen, which is awesome. If you can see all the numbers just rolling off the heroes from the energy regen. Very powerful hero, and he can take a hit. As you can see here, 44 million there from Iran, still doing a ton of damage, which brings us to 31-8. These are the stages, the boss stages are where we go back to 2 teams. Here we're fighting, it looks like Graveborn and Mahira. Here's our primary team. Here is our secondary team. We're going to stick with them right now. We'll swap Gwen to the middle because I want Gwen to focus on Mahira, doing a lot of damage with her ultimate ability. Even though I don't have her signature item, most of these heroes don't have a plus 30 signature item. I really messed up on this account and spreading out a lot of the emblems that I got. But we get through that one pretty easy. Let's look at our second team. Again, Gwen in the middle, absolutely destroying Nakaruru, running around, finishing off the enemies. Makes super quick work of that battle, as you can see. Nakaruru not only does the stuns, she is a finisher by far. She can take out enemies with low hit points. Here, 49, 46, almost 50 million damage each, which is absolutely crazy. Here we have 33 million from Gwen. Nakaruru, 13, so not doing too bad. But again, as much damage as she does, we're reliant on the stuns that she provides. So 31-9 at this point. Again, still sticking with the Iran and Aziz. Even though this isn't one of the top tier teams, the synergy with it works absolutely perfect. Because we have multiple forms of CC. We have Tassie's Banish, we have Tassie's Sleep, we have Rowan's ultimate ability that either does energy or it provides stun. Plus we have Sophia with her stun as well, and we have Iran with his stun as well. Even between all that, 54 million damage from Iran. And even with all of those heroes, all of the stuns, all of the crowd control we provide, if a hero is going to ult, we have Aziz to go ahead and nullify the ult ability if that is the skill he's using. So again, perfect synergy. I absolutely love this team comp that we've been playing around with. Unfortunately, we only have Aziz's buff as far as the faction. Look at that, 53 million from Sophia, so doing a ton of damage. And like I said, this team signature items are quite far below. I don't even think Tassie's at a plus 20. I don't think Sophia's at a plus 20. Rowan's a plus 30. We'll go over the heroes when we're done with this one, or when we're done with our campaign push here. But like I said, the signature items should be a lot higher from where I'm at. I could have progressed this a lot faster with the levels that my heroes are at, but with the signature item split, made it very difficult. 38 million from Iran, 21 from Sophia. Still with Tassie doing 14 million. Aziz is there just for support. 31-12, back to the double teams again. So I'm hoping that Nakaruru can just continue to lock down heroes and destroy heroes with their shield. All right, so here's our second team here. Still got Gwen right in the middle. Look at that, catches everyone in the back line on fire. Absolutely perfect there. Nakaruru just stunning enemies everywhere. Ooh, it's going to be close. We got him. We got Thane. I figured with the stun that Nakaruru brings, we could take out Thane. All right, so our first team here, let's take a look at the damage. 44 and 41 million, so doing pretty comparable damage between both of them. And then our second team here, which is Nakaruru. Nakaruru, 37 million damage. Look at that, Gwen at 31. So very cool to see. Again, Nakaruru doing a lot of damage in the campaign stages. Doesn't even include the amount that she is locking down and stunning, which brings us to our next stage. Again, look at the vortex that just rolls straight through the enemies. Falling Sun ability, a second vortex there with his energy regen, which is so vital to the success of this team. Let's look at the damage on this one. 33 million, 46 million from Sophia. If I had her plus 30 signature item, way more damage. Even her plus 20 signature item would increase her damage significantly. But right now we're still at, I believe, 16 or 18 for her signature item. There's our sleep ability. Put all of the backline to sleep. Just waiting for Iran to come over and finish them off. Perfect execution there. That is what makes, when you look at the classes, Iran S+, same with Tassie, same with Sophia, same with Aziz, same Rowan S+. The team comp is super powerful overall with the amount of CC, support, synergy, what they have going on here. This one, it looks like we have an Iran and Leica. Remember, if you're facing Iran-Leica combo, so if you're facing that formation shell, the enemy Iran will always pull in your hero first, which it just looks like a whole mess of heroes here. But our tornadoes are flying. Aziz has got his ultimate up, so the ground is burning, which we're able to get that stage down. 86 million, almost 87 million damage from Iran, so absolutely carried it on that one, bringing us to 31-16, so another boss stage. We swapped Iran to the bottom here because this team is running that combo. It is running the Iran like a combo. As you can see, we banished Iran right into a sleep, which was awesome, right into a stun, right into another sleep there, falling sun, everyone stacked up to destroy them. And the first stage of that one is done. This one running Nakaruru again. We have Nakaruru knocking down and locking down Naru right in the bottom. Look at them. I believe she just knocked them completely almost off the stage, but look at the knockups, look at the knockbacks. She just locks enemies down, which is absolutely crazy. Let's look at the damage for this one. So the first team, 36 and 39, 22 million from Tassie. Tassie putting out a significant amount of damage, plus multiple forms of crowd control, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and look at our second team here. 33 million, 34 million. So again, Nakaruru, 33 million damage there, which is crazy. I cannot wait to get her furniture unlocked, her signature item fixed, all maxed out. So doubling the duration of her stun from 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds with her SI30. Again, we ran out of resources here, so unfortunately the signature items overall are a little bit lower than I would like to see, but we are definitely getting there with the event that is going on right now. Another single stage here. Let's look at the damage on this one. We are at 38 million, 20 million from Iran. So 38 million from Sophia, doing a truckload of damage, bringing us to 31-18. This one we had to swap up the team. Tried it a lot, so we're going to try the Lockout team here, which is, of course, Mahira, Aziz. We'll put Rowan in the middle. I'm hoping the Lockout team can get this one done. I believe just because of the lower signature items that the Wilder formation could not get this one done. But I'm hoping here we even got some damage mitigation in the bottom. And as you can see, the super cycle that the twins Rowan make with Aziz, they just cast so fast. The enemy literally can't do anything because they cycle through skills as the Lockout team just destroys this campaign stage. Let's look at the damage on this one. So overall, 36 million damage there from Taylene, 16 and 17 million. So Mahira not doing that much damage. And again, on here, we don't have Mahira's signature item at the plus 30, which allows for her maximum energy regen. For this one, we'll stick with the Lockout team. Put Mahira right in the middle again. Twins almost right off the bat because they are running the call. Everybody is mesmerized at this point, as you can see, to a stun. And that is what makes this team just absolutely crazy when it comes to the amount of ults. You can see there, I think we went through like 5 ult cycles in 30 seconds. So even here, 38 million, 24 million, so almost 25 million from Mahira, putting out a little bit more damage. Again, with her signature item, very, very powerful if we can get it fully unlocked. So this one, we're going to go ahead and we just got a couple more emblems, so we will be able to unlock Mahira's plus 30 signature item. So let's go ahead and level this up. At full health, anytime that she's at full health, she will regain more energy, which means more energy means more ults. With more ults includes doing more of her mesmerize or her mind control ability. So we'll go ahead. We've been switching teams back and forth, even though I edited a lot of that out. We'll go ahead and put the call on her. I'm thinking attack speed, but we'll try the call. 31-20, so this is another boss stage. Let's go ahead and swap Mahira in here. I'm hoping that she can take the spot of Rose, ideally. Not sure though. Let's check it out and see how we do. So our first team still looks like it's still pretty solid. Here comes the big falling sun ability. So we got Brutus there down. And it seems like Brutus versus Nakaruru or Brutus versus Aziz are very strong combos. And here we have our first Athalia, which just absolutely decimated the team here. All right, so that is our first defeat. We're going to have to go ahead and rework a little bit of this team. So the first team is solid. We know that one is good. Let's go ahead and swap Taylene into this team comp. The reason is we want Taylene versus Athalia, because essentially if Athalia kills Taylene, she can still come back from it. But if she dodges it, because Taylene, remember, is an agility hero, even though she's support. If she dodges the ability, she won't take any damage. So let's see how she does here. Looks like she did die there, and Lilith really needs to improve the stability of the game. If you see it, it looks like it's kind of twitching out a little, or glitching a little. This is why they keep giving us additional diamonds, for it kind of tweaking out. I even restarted it. Still didn't have any effect. It's still doing the little stability issues, I guess is what they're calling them. 39 million damage there. Let's look at our team 2 with Taylene. So 18 or 16, 33, and 11. So again, Gwen doing the absolute damage. So that brings us a quarter of the way through chapter 31 at this point. Let's go ahead and take a look at our team. So let's go ahead and we'll collect up our loot really quick. We did finish 1/3 of chapter 31. So as we're continuing progression, and here we do get 30 emblems, which is going to be awesome. 30 more amplifying emblems, which is what we're looking for. We need to get a lot of the signature items up. So we'll go through the heroes that we're utilizing, and I'll show you the signature items are not quite as high as they should be. Rowan, of course, a priority. I do have his gear. Also remember, when we're running 10 heroes, so 2 teams of 5s, we don't have enough artifacts to cover the entire team. So making sure that your artifacts are split evenly between the team is kind of how I did it. So when we look here, even Rose, she is at a +20 signature item. We have Gwen, which is at a +26 signature item. So taking her to 30 would make a very, very big difference with the amount of damage that we're doing. We do have Sophia, which she's only at +18. Again, with Sophia, her +20 and her +30 are very, very, very powerful. So we do need to focus on her quite a bit. In the Wilder team, we do have Tassie. Again, she's only at +14. So signature item definitely needs some big improvement. Her +20 is where a lot of people say to keep her. As you can see, it reduces the attack rating of the enemies by 10%, 15% for the +10, 20% for the +20, and then an additional 10% for the +30. But there are a lot of other heroes that take priority over her having a +30 signature item. Heroes like Iran. So here we're only at +25. As you can see, Elemental Surge freezes the enemies for 2 seconds. His +30 is absolutely devastating. Doubling the time that enemies are frozen to 4 seconds is super, super powerful with the tornado ability that he uses. In the Graveborn, we run Pharrell. Again, he is at +25. His +30 signature item as well. Super powerful with the amount of the stacks. It stacks the abilities from 5 times to 8 times. Plus, it reduces the attack rating and the health recovery rating by 3 and 10%, which being able to stack that an additional 3 times is very, very powerful, especially when you start adding his furniture in there. So as far as the Celestials, of course, we have Taylene, which she only has her 3 set bonus right now, but she has a +32 signature item. The reason I took her a little bit past 30 was to make sure that Rose followed Taylene instead of Rose following other heroes. So I did take her signature item a little bit higher. Other one, of course, is the Twins, which they're at a +20 signature item. The +20 signature item for them increases their survivability. The +30 is good, but again, just like Tassie, there are a lot of other heroes that take priority versus building the Twins and maxing them out. As we've seen, I have a +30 signature item now on my hero, so she is completely done. We need a little bit more gear. Other thing with running 2 teams is you need 10 sets of gear, plus signature items, plus artifacts. Kind of crazy when you start getting to 2 team comps. I know as we get further in the campaign, it adds just more and more and more teams. I believe even as far as like 5 teams, possibly 7 teams in the future. The next one is, of course, Aziz. I have his gear completely done. Don't have enough artifacts, but his +20 signature item is very powerful. +30 increases the duration the ground burns by 100%. However, only 1 location can be burned at a time. Again, making sure that it is the priority. He does really well at a +20. +30 for him does make a big difference because that is a very, very great effect. And of course, our final one is Arthur. Plus 30 for him is a priority. Arthur recovers 5% of his maximum health every second when there are 2 or more rallied allies on the battlefield, and is also immune to crowd control ability. Super, super powerful plus 30 signature item, which is a priority. Same, I go with Nakaruru. We got her gear when we got Yukio. Unfortunately, we don't have her 3-set bonus. At this point, I only have the 2-set bonus. The other 2 pieces, I believe, are for Athalia, which is not at the Ascended level yet. But the same as Iran, that has the 2-second freeze to the 4-second freeze. She has the 1.5-second stun to the 3-second stun at her plus 30 signature item, which is, again, super, super huge. If you're doubling the amount of the time that she can stun and the duration of the stun, she stuns a lot. As you guys were watching the video, she stuns enemies and can lock down enemies a lot. So we're going to focus on getting her up to the plus 30 signature item. I absolutely love her because she does so much damage, and the CC aspect of her overall. So that'll do it. So we're on 31-21 as we continue to push through the campaign. Like I said, we're a quarter of the way through. As you can see, I have 25,000 diamonds. We've just been stockpiling diamonds per Minty's request. Minty wanted me to go ahead and stockpile some diamonds. So even here, we've been saving our scrolls. We've been saving some stones. We have 27 of our Stargazer cards, 20 scrolls, and of course, we do have our 25,000 diamonds. We are still looking for Orthos on this account. So in the future, he is the one that we're going to focus on. As you can see, I already have him legendary. So a couple more copies will get him to mythic. Wukong has just come naturally. I buy him every now and then out of the lab store. Same with Athalia. Athalia, we need 2 more copies to take her up to Ascended, but right now we are focused on Aziz. Same with Aziz, we need 2 more copies to take him to Ascended. And it seems like overall on this account, we have a lot of 5-star heroes, as you can see here, or even a lot of 4-star heroes that will be 5-star pretty soon. But we're continuing to max out heroes, have a lot of solid heroes here. I believe we're at 35 minus the dimensional heroes of Ascended heroes. So continuing to build signature items in the priority. Make sure you're looking at the list. Make sure that you're focusing on teams that you're going to use. Wilder team seems to really, really outperform the Lightbearer team as you get further into the campaign because of the CC aspect that they bring. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. 31-21. So we pushed through, like I said, a quarter of this chapter, which was very, very cool to see. It's been a little while since I played the main account, since we've done a campaign push. But again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Loving the Wilder team comp. Very, very powerful with the Tassie-Iran combination with Sophia, Rowan, and Aziz. Try it out. Let me know what you think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.